Okay, so on this channel, we've gone through various rabbit holes. I think that's just what most reaction channels do, right? 1 second. I just need a little bit of sustenance. Oh, yeah. One of these rabbit holes was Angelina Jordan and just these singers, these beautiful, like, wow, this feels weird to introduce it like this. Children that inspire us, right? With that, for some reason, my email inbox and our donation tip jar, if you will, you know, the link down below in the description. I mean, I've got a lot of people saying I have to check out this Amira Willighagen. The consensus was that I needed to check out this version of her with André, Rieu, which, by the way, again, if I am butchering the name, my apologies. My mom is a huge fan of this German, he's a violinist, right? A big fan of classical music, big fan. And my mom would have this playing and it was always beautiful. But they said to check out this version of the classic O Mio Babbino Caro. But a lot of people saying like, this is just beautiful, inspiring. So if you're here to be here with me for my first time listening to a talent like this, why? If you could try to tell me, you know, what was it like the first time you listened to this and heard this? What's beautiful about these channels, when I watch other people's, right, is that for some reason, watching someone experience something for the first time kind of takes me back there. Why do you want to relive that moment for you? I love videos like this, suggestions like this, because I am a girl dad. And by being a girl dad, I was just taught how angelic girls can be. You know, I wasn't ready. I wasn't anticipating this overwhelming feeling. Also, my last couple years of high school, I was trained in opera, which is super random. Shout out to Dr. Brian Bentley, my choir teacher. Just invested a lot of his time with me and frankly saved my life. So performances like this, I'm always anxious to do it. So now that the long intro's out of the way, again, if you are new to these, I do, for copyright reasons, have to pause in certain points. I have never watched this, so I might pause at the wrong time, and I'm sorry. But all I know is that I want to put aside all concerns, elections, world turmoil. Let's ascend to a better plane, yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows that I like it very much to give a chance to new young talents to be here with us on stage on the big square in Maastricht. Last week,
look at that.
She was with us
being in the
studio
concert like that
for the rehearsals, and the whole orchestra was so amazed. What a voice. Geef er een enorm applaus, Amira!
Word. Beautiful. I love how he's a director and he plays.
Mio Babbino Caro, mi piaci
I don't know why I'm laughing, sorry. Sweet. feel it, ladies. I feel it. Okay. I don't even have to come close. You can see the goosebumps from here, bro. My goodness gracious. I think there's a reason in so many, like in art, when you see the angels announcing the coming of the Christ or whatnot, angels are very often depicted as children. They are angelic, and they can, especially when their voices are talented like that, they take you places. Also, quick side note, him with his orchestra, the way that they accompany her, he's not conducting her and she's not watching him for the timing. They're letting her feel out a note. One, the maturity in her to do it so well. She just has a feel for, let this rendition of the song be this rendition of the song. There's a lot of feel in that. And so, of course, he is a master along with his orchestra. I just love that they're accompanying her. Look how everyone's touched, man. One of the most beautiful renditions of the songs I've ever heard.
Mio Babbino Caro, mi piace
See, like the way, oh guys, I'm getting emotional. Woman, I feel ya. Last note. I just think of my dad. Every time I would be with my dad, witnessing something like this, just hearing my dad go. Shout out, Dad, if you're watching. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
Bravo.
See, like. Oh, most. That's one of the best versions of that I've ever heard. And again, shout out to him for freaking letting us all experience it. He was there to give us a treat. Oh man, I was so distracted I forgot to mention these guys down here, the sponsors for my in-ear monitors. Best way to listen to music. Description is down in the link down below. Yeah, man. Beauty like this brings us hope. I think that's why finding the right art in our life is very, very important. So, okay, so I'm feeling a lot. I'm overwhelmed with the beauty for sure. Maybe you are too. Maybe this is your first time listening to it as well. I feel there's a lot of crap going on in the world today. There always was. Read a history book, read scripture. Things are always happening, but I feel like you can tell the individuals who rise above the storms of the day. I think a big thing that they're doing is just filling their life with more beauty than the average person. I don't know if you guys know this. My generation, our music is kind of on a lull. You have a few, hopeful stars there in the pop world. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big fan of John Mayer. I think he's incredibly talented. On like the guitar side, you have voices like Chris Stapleton. There's a guitarist named Billy Strings. If you've never heard him, incredibly talented. But besides that, like the pop world, the music freaking sucks. And it's like a big thing. Like the big deal is like Cardi B. And when we fill our life with whatever that is, I don't know if we're filled with whatever that filled us with. So that your intellect is there and your emotions are there so you can deal with everything productively. The only way I can think of describing it is that the wavelength we experienced here helped us touch something better and more beautiful and deeper. And it's so important to fill our souls with that so that we can then deal with the world more productively, because the world can get ugly. So listening to this, experiencing this with you all was just a reminder of look for what like more true beauty. I think that's like my big takeaway. Wow, I wonder what she's up to. Yeah, she's a grown woman. Seems like she's still singing. Look at that. International opera, musical, crossover singer, do it all for the glory of God. Big fan already. Absolutely remarkable. Well, okay. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Absolutely amazing. Wow.